Yo, what's good everyone, and welcome back to the special episode where I'm ranking all the days of the week in Tiermaker from S tier at the top down to C tier at the bottom. Now, I'm going to cut straight to the point with Monday, and I'm going to put it into B tier. Now, Monday is the start of the week. It is just any other day. It's just the first day of the week, I guess, so you have a fresh attitude. You get to see your friends at work or school, and overall it's just a fair day. It is the start of a long work week, but at least the attitude is fresh. Next is Tuesday, and I'm going to put that just below Monday in the B tier, which is basically another Monday, except it is not the start of the week, and you don't have that fresh attitude. Yeah, it's not really much to say about Tuesday, to be honest. Next is Wednesday, which is going to be put into the B tier. Now, Wednesday is the middle of the week, and when you come home from work or school, you are actually more than halfway through the week, so you have not a lot to get through, and it is just quite a cool day, because in plenty of places around the world, Wednesdays are only a half day, so it is a form of mini break in the middle of your week, and it's just quite an interesting day. And next up is going to be Thursday, which will go just before Wednesday in the A tier, if I can fit it in, that is. Now, Thursday is almost like another Wednesday, however it is the last school or work night before the weekend, so there is a little bit of hype that comes with it, and Thursday is just quite a chilled out day. It is a weekday, but it's one of the last before the start of the weekend. Now, Friday is immediately going into the S tier. It is the best day of the week by far. Now, it is the last day of the work week. When you get home, it is officially the start of the weekend. It is just chilled out. You can start your holidays. You can play games with your friends, whether that's video games or going to the park. If you're a lot older, then you can just pop down to the local pub if you want to do that, or just hang out. It is really good, and for some UK context, and this applies to all 4 of these days as well. If we head here as an example, on say a Friday, train service is at best on a weekday, because not only do you have regular trains, but you also have some more special peak time services as well. So you have that extra capacity and that extra fun. Now, yeah, Friday, another point I'd like to mention, is popular for takeaway night with a lot of people. It is a really good night. You often have friends round as well, and just kick back and relax knowing you've got 2 days of the weekend left. Now, in my opinion, the most underrated day, although not my favourite day, is Saturday, also immediately going into the S tier. Now, Saturday is a day in which you have a full day of proper rest, where you can freely do almost whatever you want without needing to worry about any closures or any issues. You can just go out and get stuff done. And also, Saturday night culture is really good. Again, another takeaway night, but also going out. So say a party, say with like friends, is just really popular. And going back to the train example, Saturdays, whilst they don't have as much service, still have plenty of services, as it is a regular full service on a Saturday, and it's great, honestly, and I love it. Now, last and easily least is Sunday, going into the C tier. Now, this is a very, very controversial pick. It is incredibly controversial. because it is the day of rest. However, there's a lot of strings attached to it, especially if you're not able to drive. Now let's go back to that train example and head to Sunday. And let's say you want to go to Southampton. Now, on a normal day, it's just limited. But let's say you wanted to head to Weymouth. You can't. Engineering works are absolutely rife on Sundays, and this can also apply to, say, weekend works on road networks as well. But on trains, this is only the start of the problems, as even if it's completely fine, they're still running a reduced service because services are run by volunteers on a Sunday. Now, I will let you decide in the comments what you think of that, and the DfT is trying to get rid of that policy, but in the macro perspective of things, it really only is the start of the problems with Sundays, because the railway is just the tip of the iceberg for what is happening. Bus services are amongst the most limited on a Sunday, and you just can't get around anywhere without driving absolutely everywhere. And this is mainly for the UK, but many other places as well, such as Canada and the US, I know have lots of issues, especially on Sundays. And overall, it just isn't really that good. I don't like it. And then that's not to mention many hundreds, if not thousands, of other businesses that are shut on Sundays or have reduced opening hours, meaning you just can't get what you need when you need it the most. And just to show the scale of these problems, if we head to, say, just a random station, just in London, for example, on a Saturday, mind you, or just comparing with the other days, a Friday, for example, has extremely good service, up to 2 trains per hour to London Charing Cross, which, for reference on a southeastern network, is probably the most useful London terminus. And here, even at night, gets to 2 trains per hour. Even if we head to a Saturday, as a matter of fact, the trains are consistently hourly, or even twice hourly, towards the evening. However, Sundays really do suck. Absolutely nothing. Zero. There's nothing here. Because, annoyingly, they all head to either the useful Victoria or just Cannon Street, which I have spoken to lots of people about from lots of different places, and they all agree it's just a useless station. And even if we head to that said useless station, which is already in a useless position, on that day it's only those trains, so there's hundreds of thousands of people that on a Sunday just can't get where they need to go because it's just bureaucracy and the bureaucratic process. But overall, a Sunday is arguably, in my opinion, which might be a bit extreme to some of you guys, such a bad day that we would legitimately be better off without it. Now, there are 3 possibilities to dealing with this quite unbalanced tier list. Now, the first one is the most radical, which is just getting rid of Sundays and only having a 1-day weekend, which, to be honest, might actually be better in some cases, because it means you get more Fridays, more Saturdays, and more of these really good days, and scrapping the worst day. Now, another one is just to replace it with another Saturday. What we'd call it, I'm not sure, but this is ultimately better than the first idea because you get 2 whole days of true rest. Now, the last one is completely radical, and it is to have an 11-day week. Absolutely insane. Basically, you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then a rest day in the middle. Then you have 2 more work days, then Thursday and Friday, then Saturday, and having 2 more rest days after that, and getting rid of Sunday completely. Now, it is worth noting this last option, whilst it might sound quite crazy, actually strikes quite a good balance in between the uneven 2-day weekends and the completely radical 3-day weekend and the 4-day work week. that is suggested by many, which I'm not listing here because it is absolutely insane, and almost half of the week is just weekends. However, it's a lot closer to what I'd say somewhere between roughly between half and 3/4, so about 5/8 of the week is weekdays, or even pushing a little bit further into the 80-85% range. It really does strike a good balance, because whilst there are 3 and 4 day work weeks, you do have a rest day in the middle, and when you consider the Friday a 3 to 4 day long weekend, and that allows for 5 day long weekends, and if you're going ultra long, that's even crazy, just 7, which is one of these full weeks. And mind you, I haven't even covered one of the biggest problems with Sunday, which is preparing for the school or work week, because it's just a day full of anxiety, getting admin done, and it is nowhere near close to a true day of rest. As I've already mentioned, pretty much everything's shut. You have to drive everywhere, which is not good if you can't drive for either medical reasons or because you're too young, or you don't want to. You have to drive everywhere. It is truly like such a bad day. So many plans have been ruined or have to be worked around all the restrictions that come with a Sunday. And as a matter of fact, these days here, all of these have something going for it. But Sunday, even the things that go for it are just cancelled out by its restrictions. So truly, when looking at it from a balanced perspective, there really is nothing going for Sunday. It's completely pointless. So after I've had my rant about how I hate Sundays, I hope you guys like this new type of video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And I'm very aware you may not like my opinions. Just feel free to dislike this video. It's quite a new concept. I do have another one lined up. If you guys like it, then I'll make more of these and I'll take in your suggestions. But if you don't really like these, I don't mind not really making these. I make more of my other videos, particularly super flat and historical Minecraft seem to be quite popular amongst the audience, so I'll make more of those. But if you like these, then just feel free to let me know by leaving a like and also subscribing as well. That helps, and also dropping comments in the comment section below on what you guys would like to see more from me in relation to Tiermaker. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.